Okay, and we're live. Hello, everybody. Thank you for those hopping on to chat with us tonight. We are here with Kristen Cloud, and she is here to talk to us about bringing the life back to your parties, which I absolutely need this as well. So I'm very excited for this training. And if you guys have any questions at any time, just like with when we did it with Taylor last week, if you have any questions at any time, put them in the comments. I'm sitting over here watching them, and then I will ask her the questions at the end. So take it away, Kristen.
Yay! I'm so excited for this opportunity and to party with you guys. And I got to tell you, that is the biggest thing about parties and successful partying is actually being excited to be there. So have you ever gone past, you're like, we're gonna go out tonight? Yeah, we're all excited, and we go by this place, and we look in, and everybody's like standing there at the bar, and you're like, dude, no, we're gonna find a different place. If that's how your party looks when they see that live on their Facebook, they're not coming in. They ain't doing it. So the first thing about successful parties is being excited to be there and being excited with them. And it doesn't matter if you're sitting there by yourself or if there's 25 people in watching the live. It doesn't matter. You have to be excited because they're going to see that in their feed, and they're going to see you complaining to yourself that there's nobody in there. Even if it says 0 or whatever, they're going to see that replay. They're going to see it. So just be excited to be there. Okay, we have an awesome product. It lives through ranching and roping. Like, look at that guy. Like how many, like I roped like 3 times this week, and it's still like perfect. We have amazing stuff. So be excited about getting in front of people. I'm just going to go through tonight what I personally do and what I have found a lot of success with in the last 6-7 months since conference, basically. So I didn't do my homework tonight, and there was a gal at conference that was up there, and she was like, my parties average like $800. And I was like, I want what she's having. And so we looked, and she had done a connect the dots, and I've got to get her name because she's amazing, and I want to like message her and thank her because it's changed what I do. But she had a live prize wheel training, and so I watched it, and it was like, well, I mean, it doesn't really look like my jam, but I mean, $800 average, that doesn't lie. I'll take it. I'll try something. And I had been a diehard like 7-day Facebook party person. Like that's what I did. And it served me well through COVID because people didn't want another thing to watch. They didn't want another Zoom. They didn't want that anymore. They had all day to scroll. They were stuck in their houses, but they didn't want to like have to interact with another person. Like it was different. And then this last year, like that just wasn't doing it for me anymore. Like I was doing the same things. I was enhancing how as I was doing it. I was being organized about how I was posting, and I was just getting squat out of it. Like none, like 0 sales. And like, it was just really sad. And I needed to try something different. And this was not in my comfort zone. Doing the live party, I swore at the beginning, like, I'm not going to do the live party. I'm not going to make them come be at there at a certain time. I hate that. And then I watched this prize wheel, and really it kind of, I saw the effects of it like this last spring. I did a vendor event. Vendor events are like magic. Like you see people like their brains explode when you put the color street on them, and it like changes, like it gets that excitement back. Like this is amazing. Everybody needs to see this. And so what I did it was totally on accident. I'd like to like pretend like I totally thought it out and it was like this amazing idea I had. But in reality, I needed some way to like get people into my VIP group, and just like on a whim, as I was walking out the door, there was an Easter basket. And so I grabbed it, and it was a 3-day long deal. So I had like the whole first day where there's like 5 people there. And so I was doing stuff. I filled the Easter eggs with little slips that had like prizes, like either candy, or they had twosies, or they had like one in the whole basket had a free set. And you can't enhance, you can't have sales in public. You got to do exactly what home office offers. That's the rules. You got to do it. You can't give away free stuff. You can't do that kind of stuff. The home office doesn't do it. But you can offer a door prize for entering your VIP group. And that's what I do. Yes, VIPs are like vendor events are amazing. I love them. I do well at them. I apply samples and it like renews my energy and I sell a lot. It's awesome. But in reality, I'm not one of those people that wants to go do vendor events every weekend. That's just not my jam. I have so many other things going on. But what I found was instead of saying, I used to say, here's my QR code, jump in my VIP group, and I'll do a drawing from everybody who gets in there when we get back. Half those people weren't there or I didn't even know who they were when I got there. Like when I came back from being totally absent at this vendor event, like it was all just lost. And I had maybe 4 or 5 people that did that because there was, other than the promise of maybe they'd win something later, there was nothing in it for them. And so what I did was they got to pick the egg and they got to open it right there. People like instant gratification and they love free stuff. Like they love it. And it was like, it went crazy. I had like 100 new people in my VIP in the first day. And I was like, I'm just going to tell everybody I thought of that, but really I just stumbled on it. But it was amazing. And people loved it. They loved instant gratification. So then when this gal did the prize wheel thing, I was like, that looks like instant gratification to me. You're winning it right now. You're in here, you bought something and you get to spin on the wheel and win something. Boom, right now. Not a drawing, not I gotta wait, not I gotta send you my social and my address and my email address and all the other crap to get entered to maybe win something. I want it right now. People love instant gratification. So I watched this training and this is what I've done with it. It's mostly the same as hers. I've changed it a little bit and it still has so much room to grow. Before I start this, I want you to know that my parties I have not figured out, I haven't cracked how to get 20 viewers in there yet. I haven't. It's there. I got to figure it out, but I am averaging $150 to $300 off of 4 or 5 guests. Like for the amount of people that are there, it is freaking amazing. I just got to figure out how to get it to more people. But the other thing that it's doing for my business is I'm excited about it again. They don't have to be on camera. I do it on Facebook Live, so they don't have to get dressed or anything, but it's making me excited to do it again. I get dressed. I blow dry my hair at 7 p.m. more than any other time because I don't ever blow dry my hair except for parties. But yeah, so here's what I do. Take it or leave it. I really would like it if you guys told me how you would make it better because I'm changing it all the time. But I do have like an outline. I got to have it in front of me or else I just get talking about something or spaced out or hear my kids drop something upstairs and totally space off. So first off, I'm going to tell you how I set it up. So once I get a commitment to a party, first off, posting and praying doesn't work. Never, like once in the whole 3.5 years that I've been a stylist, have I said, yay, get a party, look at this awesome thing you get and I'll give you free stuff. Nobody says, oh, hey, me. It just doesn't happen. Like it's just not very often. Occasionally it has. I still post that, but it doesn't get me much. So messaging people, like to get this thing rolling in the fall, I messaged a gal that was super good with her business. Definitely wasn't going to be a stylist, but like she's good on Facebook. And I said, hey, I really need a party. And I know that you've bought a couple of sets. Will you do this with me? I don't give anybody the option of what kind of party. I just give them 3 dates and they pick a date. So then I set up, once they get that done, we have our date. I set up the group. Okay, let me go back. When I say party link, just assume I mean beauty social, okay? It's hard for me to change the words. Assume I mean beauty social. So you start your beauty social link. I always put them as the hostess. And personally, I put my email in and take it out so that they're not getting those emails. It's different how you do it. Some people do one link, some people do different things. You can definitely use their email and all that kind of stuff. I usually close out their parties for them. It seems like something that is a little daunting to some people to get in there and log in and figure it out. Other people, if they can get in there and figure it out, quite honestly, they should be a stylist. They should. So I set up the party link and then immediately I set up a new group on Facebook, create group. I call it the same thing, Amanda's January Beauty Social or whatever it is. You can use Color Street in this. You can't use it in your VIP name, but you can use Color Street in the name of a beauty social on Facebook. I set up the group. the first thing I do is a welcome post and that please shop here, so that I should probably write down this fictitious person. So I say the same one. Amanda, her name's Amanda. Okay. So shop with Amanda's link, I post the link and I pin that to the top. Then I invite her, or I share the link with her if I'm not friends with her yet, and have her get in there. And from there, I just let it set for a little bit. Like I go back to doing whatever I was. I put it in my calendar. I'm ready to go. I do this like 4, 5, 6 days ahead of time before the date of the party. So it's set up. And then over the next however many days ahead, I've adjusted it some. I tried to do like a week or two ago. I was like, oh, it seems like this is really long. Let's shorten it. So I did it like 3 days ahead of time, and I just didn't get enough traction. Like people weren't seeing it. There wasn't enough comments. Also, that it was a bad hostess to pick to do that. She just was really vacant. But I also did some before that were like a full week, like 8 days or 7 days before. And then it was like I was running out. I don't want to just fill it with stuff. Like that's what I used to do. I'd fill a whole week with just post after post after post, get as much stuff in front of them as I could. But that wasn't working for me. So I wanted to change it a little bit. So I do like 2 posts a day. And I have like a list, like I have been offering party swag, which is basically just a sample with some confetti and maybe a sticker or something that doesn't cost me very much to mail. Sometimes that works. And in that case, you would want to have it closer to that 6, 7 days before, so you can mail it out. But I have yet in 3.5 years to have someone actually put on a Tuesday that I sent them before the party. I'm sure there's somebody out there that did it, but nobody has told me and nobody has actually done it. So I don't really worry about getting them out like right that second. Because I just haven't had anybody like post, I tried this. Like, I wish they did. I want them to, they haven't. So I'm less worried about getting that party swag out. I'm actually thinking about not even doing it, because I want them to receive something from me, but the people who requested it are the same people that came to the party, and they're already getting a package from me when we're done. So take it or leave it. I can't stand this anymore, so I'm going to do this. About the 2-minute mark in my party, while people are coming in, I want to show them how easy our lipstick is to apply, because I just put liner on and it's making me crazy. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. One swipe. And it's amazing. And look, it sparkles. Now, so I show them that. I don't come in with full lipstick. Honestly, I don't wear lipstick a whole lot while I'm working out with the cows. They don't care. But I do at parties. But I'm going to show them how easy it is, and that the lid's magnetic and all that kind of stuff. Just do it right then. So hopefully it wasn't bothering you guys as much as it was bothering me that I just had liner on. So moving on. So we've set up the group. We post day 1. Let's see. I do a what is Color Street post and an early bird special. I always do an early bird special. Anybody who does a buy 3 get 1 free, I send them an extra free set, and I celebrate them if they do that. What free set would you like? I post it right in the group. And then I go to Messenger to get their address. When you go to Messenger with people, it bumps your algorithms on Facebook. So let's see, that's a day 3. Sometimes I'll do like a hostess interactive, like how do you know her? The big thing that I make sure that I get in there before I get to party is the lipstick colors. And I ask them, what color would you wear? Because it is impossible to show them all the lipstick colors during the live and have it mean anything. So I definitely do that, because the content from home office is so good, and the stuff that everybody has made, that's how I show them the colors of lipstick. I definitely post an application video. It's mine, but there are other ones. You can use the one from home office. You can use a bunch of them on YouTube, but an application video so they actually see what it looks like beforehand. Definitely a reminder the day before. This is I only use the everyone deal at everyone twice. Do not use it more than that. And that's the most I use it. I use it maybe once a week in my VIP. People hate that. Don't do it. But I'll do a reminder tomorrow. The party's at 7:30. Make sure you guys get on. You don't have to have clothes on. You don't have to be dressed up. I'm the only one going to be on camera. Be sure to come here. There's a door prize for people who watch. So that's my reminder the day before. And then the day of, I make sure that I do some GIF or GIF or however you say it. Super excited to party with you guys, and maybe a picture of the wheel and remind them that they're going to get free prizes. That's the pre-work. Woo, did that. Setting up your space is important. You want to have a lot of light. I'm going to take this camera. I'm going to try not to make you guys like seasick, but I want you guys to see like, this looks really fun. I've got my wheel behind me. I've got a lot of lights. I've got this that I have anyway from vendor events. These are things I have anyway and I use anyway. But back here, okay, first off, there's the rest of my basement that's totally a mess because of my kids and because we're redoing it. So they don't need to see that. But when you do this like a background, you don't have to worry about cleaning the rest of the basement. Nobody needs that in their life. And then I've got a ring light up here, and I use these trash boxes to lift my computer, since my computer is where my camera sits. You need to get a flattering angle on your camera. This is not it. I can't tell you how many lives I've watched from here, and it's not. I don't look attractive from here. Nobody looks attractive from here. Nobody wants to see up your nose. Okay, so get your camera at an attractive angle. Get light from several different sources. Like I always turn on that light and kind of point it here, and then I have my ring light. We have, if you're not sure how to do this, Ranch Wife Pretties has, and you can set up your own or your team can. We have a practice space where you can go live. It's just stylists, whoever wanted to go in there and practice getting your lighting, practice going live if you want, just talking, hearing yourself, how the live scenario goes, because it'll ask you like 5 freaking questions before it actually lets you go live. Practice that stuff before the night of. If you need a space that nobody else is watching to feel good about it, create a group and do it with just you in there. You can do that. You can practice. But lights, I change whatever is on my backdrop for the season. I'm, whatever thing I found at the Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby on sale or whatever it was. Of course, Christmas is really fun. I had New Year's stuff. We're doing these, just something fun. So it looks like you're partying. You want it to look like you are fun and a party and they want to come in, not they're terrified to come in because you're in a dungeon. Even though I'm in a basement, I am in a dungeon. Okay, here we go. That was my space. Get your camera, get your lights. Let's see. Let's start the gosh darn party, huh? Let's see. So first 5 minutes, I just have on, I can share this with you guys, just my outline. It is 1 page, not several pages, 1 page. And the first 5 minutes as the gals enter, as soon as I go live and I make sure that everything's good, I'm going to tell them, gals, if you're watching the replay, just get to like minute 4, because that is when we're going to get to the good stuff. And I'm going to wait for some gals to come in. So I want the people who watch the replay not to watch it for 30 seconds and then get bored because I'm just sitting there waiting for people and then go. I want them to just skip to where, whatever mark. Okay, so we did that. I'm going to introduce myself when I come in. First things first, I'm going to just hang out. I'm going to wait for them to come in. Hey girls, I'm so glad you're here. There's nobody in the group right now, or nobody watching. There's nobody on the live, and I'm just talking. I'm just having a good time because I am the party. I am having fun in my party. Okay, so I'm in here, and the first person hopefully usually is your hostess. And hey, Angela or Amanda, write down her name. I have a space for the host name so you don't screw it up. That's a bad deal. And I try and do 2 a night so that I only have to get dressed like once or twice a week, like dressed nicely, not just in my nasty work jeans and stuff. So write down their names where you can see it so you know whose party you're in. Amanda, I'm so glad you're here. What did you do today? What was going on this weekend? Talk to your host while we're waiting for girls to come in. Oh my gosh, I see somebody else come in here. Guys, as soon as you get in here, put I'm here in the comments, and that's how I'm going to know to put you in the door prize. Facebook doesn't tell me who's here. They just say that there are people. So I won't know tomorrow who to put in the door prize unless you put I'm here. And again, this is just for the training. I don't have any door prizes for you. But I do that, and I say it over and over as they're coming in, reminding them, and I'm going to remind the hostess to tell people to do that, because legit, it doesn't tell you who watched it the next day when you're doing it. I don't write anything down during my live. It takes away from what I'm doing. It breaks my train of thought, and then I'm not having fun anymore. I'm trying to keep track of something. So I don't keep track of anything during the live. I go back the next day and I pull it up in Facebook and I turn the comments to real time. And then it's going to show me what time in the video somebody said sold. and I'm just gonna zip to that point in the video, and then I'm gonna see the wheel spin. I'm gonna write down what they got. So I don't have to watch the whole video the next day, but I'm also not writing things down while I'm doing this. Okay, so introduce yourself. If there's anybody new in there, I'm going to ask as they come in, have you guys tried Colorstreet yet? Have you seen it yet? And if they haven't, I'm definitely going to put a sample on or two or whatever. You can do a whole set. I get distracted by that, so I don't do that. At most, I'll do 2 or 3 nails because I get, not paying attention to what I'm doing with them. Because if you were at a party and somebody was doing their nails instead of partying with you, that would be kind of uncool. So, as soon as I always say, I want to have at least 4 girls in here before we get started. And if you need to go tag somebody or message somebody to the, Amanda, go do that right now. We're gonna get 4 gals in here before we get started with the trivia. We have trivia tonight. And then once I get those 4 girls or more, there are 3 ways to get a spin on the wheel tonight. Like how much fun this is. We have so many freebies. I love to give away free stuff. It's all right here. And there's 3 different ways that you get to spin. You can be here. All you got to say is I'm here in the comments. And tomorrow I'm going to draw from everybody who's here and somebody's going to get a spin on that wheel just for watching and saying they're here. Okay. And then the second way that you can get a spin is to purchase anything during the live tonight. Anything that you had your heart set on before that maybe you didn't get in your order and now you want to get a spin, let me know. You just put sold in the name of the product. Or anything that I show you tonight, I'm going to show you the sets. If you want it, just say sold, whatever it is, sold Midnight Wonder in the comments, and you're going to get a spin right then. The third way to get a spin tonight requires no purchase whatsoever. You're going to get a free set from me right off the bat and a spin on the wheel is just by saying that you'll host a party just like this one. And so I tell them the 3 ways to get a spin. They're also, for me, I do additionally a free set for trivia. So let's get started on the trivia. Let's just jump right into it. So I've already showed them everything. I've got them set up and now we're going to party. That is just basically to cover the time where they're getting in and getting invested in what I'm doing. I don't want that to be 15 minutes worth of stuff. It's got to be like 10 minutes tops-ish, talking to people, interacting with people as they're coming in, and then get right to the party. Because I never ever tell somebody it's going to be a 1-hour party, because if somebody told me that, I'd tell them to go take a hike. But it does take that long to get through the trivia and get them engaged. It takes 15 minutes to get people commenting, like it just does. And normally when I'm doing these, it is like at least a half an hour, 45 minutes usually in before somebody buys something. So if you're going along, don't lose that enthusiasm and party until you close it down, and then people still might rewatch it and get it later. So I just want you to know that if they're not buying in the first 3 sets you post, don't freak out, because it takes them a little while to get excited about the wheel. So we do that. Then I go right into the rest of my party is a series of trivia, sell something, trivia, sell something, trivia, sell something. So I have a list of trivia here and I can change it up as I need to. So if it is let's say it's the 3rd party in a row that this group of people have wanted to do. And I had a gal go to 4 parties this fall. She's like, I love the wheel. This is my 4th party. And maybe you should just be a stylist. And I did suggest that to her for sure. But actually she talked her mom into it, so it's fine. But okay, so question, the trivia, I do it about Colorstreet, and I do it so that it leads into what I need them to know or want them to know. So I usually do, like one of them will be, what color was the first set our hostess tried? And if you were not on top of the ball and asked her ahead of time, you could just tell her to be quiet. And then when they're done with that trivia, she can post it and they can see if they're right. So the trivia is about answering. It's about who answers the most is going to get the free set. If we have a tie on who answered the most, then we're going to start looking at who's right. So answer no matter what. You want them commenting, you wanting them getting their typing fingers in there for the trivia. So that's one that I use. And then I usually have that set, whatever it is, and I'm going to sell that one. Okay, so those people are already comfortable with that gal. That's the hostess, and she likes that one, so maybe I'll like it. So I put that one up first. And then another trivia I always ask is, how many dollars has the Colorstreet Foundation pledged to March of Dimes in 2022, or how many did they? How many dollars? Make your guesses. And then I tell them it's $1 million. And we also do these monthly causes, and we give more money during that. So they get to hear about the foundation, they get to hear about the good that we're doing. And I usually have a foundation set of some sort. While you guys are answering that, look here, this is the foundation set for whatever. And if you'd like that one, put sold, whatever it is, in the comments. We can get you that right away. You get a spin on the wheel right now. I say that almost every single time I bring something up. Remind them they get a spin right now. Don't be afraid to spin that sucker either in between, because people like it. Okay, so trivia question sells something. Trivia sells something. I usually ask how many lip line products are included in our startup box. That gives me an opportunity to talk about what comes in the box, all the goodies. I say, well, it's over $400 worth of goodies in there, and I list off all the stuff and how many lipstick products. That was the question, girls. And then they talk about it, or they guess, and I make sure I tell them how much they have to pay for it, $129. Make sure they tell them how much goodies are in there. I also mention at this point the $29 thing that we're doing right now. Sunrise, and nobody bought those, and I got a whole pile. So I always put those in there, see if maybe I can move some of those that I got too many. I'm still good. It says I'm unstable. Still good. Okay. All right. So so I use trivia to lead into things I want to talk about. During the fall, I used how many schools does our collegiate lineup represent? I used how much does a stylist have to sell in a month to remain active with Color Street? They're just they don't have to be specific like things. They're just whatever you want to talk about and you want to get across in your party. That's what you do for your trivia. I usually do what set is our best selling set of all time. And, obviously I sell Tokyo Lights. And then after I do each one, I'll make sure that I always, after lipstick, I'm going to sell lip balm, talk about the goodies about the lip balm. And it's, the pigments that reflect your own colors, and it's going to deepen those colors throughout the day. And the moisturizer you talk about a little bit. Those are 19. We have those available tonight. If you'd like them, you get a spin on the wheel. I do the primer. You mention hiding small wrinkles, and you'll sell one of those guys and get a spin. And then I definitely show them the diamond dusted lipsticks. Of course, I personally like Noelle. I like to wear it. So I show them how sparkly it is. I bought some of those, the packages, the amazing ones with the diamond dusted and the matching sets. So I have recently shown them all three of those to move some of those. Just a reminder with Color Street, you don't have to have inventory. You don't. But if you've got 10 sets, you have enough to do a party. Just do and sell things that are current on the website, and then you can fill that order with a bulk order or straight through your website right to them or whatever. You don't have to have it all on hand. I personally love Color Street, so I want all of them. And that is not the fault of my company. It's because I love Color Street. So moving on, the last trivia question. When I feel like I'm getting down to about 15 minutes left, I'm going to ask the last trivia question. Everyone should get this right because it's your favorite color. If you have a set that you wanted to see in person, in the light, that you weren't sure about, drop it in the comments. Either that, or if you don't know the names of any of our sets, tell me your favorite color and I'm going to dig some up to show you, and we're going to go from there. So everybody should get this trivia answer correct. And then they go in and they, I like teal, or I like, nobody likes gold, but I like black, or I like blue, or I like pinks, or I like nudes or neutrals, or, that kind of stuff. And so then I just go through and I talk about the ones that are available in those shades, and I show it to them and they buy them because those are the things they like and they want. And I personally am giving it to them right then. So no, you don't have to have any stash, but if you have some, pick the thing that's closest. Like, oh, well, I don't have any purples, but I do have this No Way San Jose. And you're going to tilt it and you're going to look at it and you're going to go, man, the camera just doesn't pick up this color, but it really is a really pretty peachy kind of mauve color. And you're going to talk about it just a little bit. If you'd like No Way San Jose, just put sold No Way San Jose in the comments. and you get a spin. So that's kind of how I phrase each one of them. And then I just go through, make sure you leave a good 15 minutes at the end for that. That is going to be your biggest deal, because even if they don't buy anything, you're going to go through and you're going to say, I don't have any teals on hand, but the Alaskan Sky, it is freaking amazing. It's like the teals that you would see with the Northern Lights, and you talk about it, and I can sell that to you tonight, the Alaskan Sky, and you get a spin right now. So you don't have to have it on hand to sell them. How am I doing on time? Doing good. So that's the last trivia question. The wrap up after I will do when I'm running out of time, or I feel like it's coming to a really serious lull, like a couple of minutes where I've been showing things and just nobody's even doing anything. I'll say, okay, girls, I have a last call here. I have 30 seconds. And it beeps, and I think I set it to an hour. It doesn't matter, it just beeps. And I have 30 seconds left, and this is the last call for any of the sets that you want to see, or any of the sets that you want to get a spin for purchasing tonight. Any of the lip balms, any of the lip products, even our nail polish remover, any of that stuff. You got 30 seconds to make your choices. And then I go from there. If there's nothing, if there is something, I just keep going. And if there's nothing, then I go on to, okay, girls, here we go. The chance of a lifetime here. You get a free set for me, any of the ones you saw tonight or any one you want, and whatever you win on the wheel. If you book a party tonight, looks just like this one. You just have to invite your friends, and we get to party about Color Street. And I have booked more parties from that wheel. 3 of my spaces say bonus with party. And what that is when it shows up on there, they get 2 free sets up front and with booking the party. Quite frankly, I get so many free sets from home office. I love it. And I look at all the free stuff that I get from home office as free marketing materials. I can sell it. Yes, I could be selling those things, but it is that money that I could make on selling them, I am using to invest in my marketing. People love free stuff. You do not have to give away the house. Okay, you don't. But if you're doing a couple of thousand PV in a month, you have any idea how many free sets that is? You can do all the parties you want. Okay, give them away. And it makes people happy. And then they feel indebted to you, and they feel like they know you and you gave them stuff. And it's a happy feeling. I'm happy. They're happy. Everybody's happy. Okay, so I think I had 10 parties in September and 10 in October. Like, if I wasn't squeezing people, I was getting maybe 3 or 4 a month tops. And that was like really working at getting those parties. But I booked party after party after party from the parties. Now, I still have to perfect how to get 20 people in here. I got to figure out how to do that. I'm sure it's something with algorithms or what I'm posting, what amazing ideas you guys are going to come up with that I cannot wait to hear. But can you even imagine with 4 or 5 people, a party that hits $300 like in an hour, what you could do with 20 people? Like, it's got that vendor feel about it that people are excited once they're in there. So there's a lot of growth to be done, but it goes really well. Wrap up, remind them when the shopping link ends, and have a great night, girls. And we sign off. And then the next day, like I said, I go back and I watch it. It usually takes me 20 minutes the next day. So this party, I've invested an hour of ahead of time work as far as posting throughout the week, maybe. Usually not. I just have my party folder in my phone, and I just throw the easy things up there. I've got an hour in it on when it's live, and then I have 20 minutes on it after that. And there's no vendor event that you can put an hour and a half into and get that kind of turnover. So if parties aren't your jam, I totally get it. But whatever it is that you decide to do, be excited about it and try something new, try something different. Like the TikTok thing, holy moly, that is amazing. I'm going to go try that. But this thing, I tried something new, and it's actually getting excitement back. Doesn't mean you have to go buy this stuff either. You can do, if you have just use wheelofnames.com. If you have boy, the words tonight, stand for your phone, use the phone for your video to go live on it. And then you can take your phone and show the wheel spinning on your computer. Like there's ways to do this. Or even like like I did it when it wasn't Easter anymore, I did a container that had little strips that you pulled out, and that was the free thing. People like the immediate gratification on it. So even if it's not the wheel, something immediate that they win right then. Let's see what I missed here. Got the group, got the events. Make sure you're doing affordable options on your wheel. I like to do 3 of them. Bonus with party, 3 of them free shipping. And when they get free shipping, I say, yay, free shipping. Everybody hates shipping. I'm going to pay it for you. It's not exciting, except that you don't have to pay for it. So then I do twosies. I have one on there that's something like I have a mani kit, like a little bag that comes with some stuff, whatever you've got laying around. And these are dry erase for the most part. If you get one of these, you can change it whenever. So like in person, I'm going to change the free shipping to something else. Twosies are a big one. And I put 1 lip balm on there. That's what I do on there. After live, we watch it, do the tally, and then I do a live video. It depends. It depends. So if there was only a couple of girls in there and the trivia was really close, I'm going to do a live video of their names on a wheel for the door prize. And then I do this video over here, what she won for that door prize, whoever it was. And then on my list here, okay, so Sarah won the door prize. Angela, you get the free set for trivia. You won trivia. I want to try and split that up if I can. If it's pretty close, they're not going to pay attention and everybody gets something. And then if it is not close, I might make that video ahead of time by spinning the wheel until I get a name that is not the trivia winner and then spinning that wheel, if that makes any sense. And I just post that video. I couldn't get live to work today, girls. Here's the video. Yeah. After live. Ooh, I have some verbiage that I can post for you guys. Once I get all that done, I give messages to the gals that won anything or bought anything, and I'll just read it to you, but I have it, I use the same one every time, and I just change it to make sure that I hit all the bases. Thank you for coming to Amanda's party. I've got you down for tinted lip balm, lip primer, and whatever set. Total comes to $44.85 with tax and shipping. But you also won twosies and 2 free sets with the party. So your total is $44.85 for lip balm, lip primer, 2 sets plus twosies with a little mind blown emoji. Here's what I need from you. Number 1, your payment preference, either here in Messenger Pay or PayPal or whichever you prefer. Number 2, your choice on the 2 extra free sets. Here's a link to my on-hand inventory, or if you don't, here's a link to my website. Tell me which ones you want. Number 3, your choice on a party date. I have these to choose from: Sunday, February 5th, Wednesday, February 8th, Saturday, Sunday, February 26th. I only give them 3. I never give them more than 3, and I never say when works for you. When somebody says that to me, I'm like, throw the phone out the door. I'm done. No, I'm not going to go through my calendar and figure out what works for me and then figure out what works for you. That's work, and I don't want to do work. I want free stuff. Okay, so I just give them 3 choices and then just let them pick. And then number 4, if you'd like to save on shipping for ordering additional sets or lip line products, now is the time to order because you're already paying that shipping. Let me know what else I can round up for you and we'll get it in Amanda's party link. And then you have an awesome conversation started with this gal. You have an order to fill with them. And yeah, okay. I think I've blabbed long enough. What questions?
Well, first of all, you had amazing feedback in the comments. Even I'm excited to go and try this
Go party. Woo!
Yeah, I am not I've tried so many times like the 7-day long party thing, and I lose interest. Like
yes,
after the
it's
first
like,
day.
Oh God, I have to post in that party again. And that's what they're like,
Yes.
oh God, she posted this party again.
Yep. And then I forget about it and it's a whole thing. So I'm really excited to try this myself as well. I used to have that wheel. I think I threw it out the last time I moved, but I think it was because it was broken. So
they're cheap. They're super cheap.
Also, my kids used it more than I did.
And in case you wanted to know, I got the kind that sits up on like the tall stand also. Never used it, so don't worry about that. Tabletop is fine.
Yeah, get a tabletop one. Perfect. Okay, so a lot of the questions you did actually answer. So I think they would love it if you could just post a picture of like the outline in the comments afterwards, or like whenever you have time, not right away, but And then you answered what the wheel says, and you said how you sell the sets you have on hand, and then you can go in and place another an order in their party.
Yeah.
And already answered. Oh, I had an idea when you were asking how to get more people into your group. What if what if you created a party only group, and that's the group you used for all of your parties? So your hostess would add her people, and people would just leave it if they didn't want to stay in there after the one party. But then you could potentially have like more people in this hostess's party. They could get more, like that could also be like an incentive, be like, I have all these other people in this party too. So if they like, so maybe have just like that one group that you keep all the time. So that's an idea.
That's an excellent idea. And another thing I forgot to say, somehow I missed it. I create an event in the group after the group is full, because there's a little box that says invite everyone in the group. And it doesn't work like in my VIP group because I have like 1,000 people in there, but like in the small group, they will let you, it'll send an invite to every one of them. And it says, come to Amanda's prize wheel party at 8 p.m. And then Facebook reminds them, like you'll get the ping in there, you have an event coming up. Even if they don't say they want to go, Facebook will do it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. I love that. And I also wrote down the idea of like the Easter eggs at the vendor events, because I have some of those coming up. I'm like, that's a great idea. Because like last week I had a vendor event and it was a bacon fest, like bacon.
How fun.
I know. So I got like a package of like really expensive bacon jerky and nobody was signing up. But I was like, is it because they're all eating bacon right now and it like just doesn't sound good? So
can you ever get full of bacon though? I mean,
right? That's what I thought, but whatever. But I love that Easter egg idea also. Let's see. Somebody says, do you place a big order on your hostess link when it's over?
I personally, I know this probably isn't what home office wants me to say, but I work it however works best to get the most freebies out of it. So I always have mine on there. I always have the links with the hostess's name. So if that gal ends up shopping there somehow and didn't follow the link, it says Amanda's party social, woo! And they can click on it and put it in her group. But if we close down and we're at two orders and $100 or something like that, and we're done with that, I'm going to go back in, I'm going to add another order of whatever I need to restock after the deal. And I usually pay out the hostess benefits from what I have. You have to make sure that they get at least as much or more than they would have gotten going right through the website. So, but they're always going to get more with me. So, so if I need to do another order, like somebody, for example, 2 gals wanted, they wanted neutrals. They were both in the Air Force and they wanted neutrals. And somehow I have no gratitude is everything on hand. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how it missed in my restock order, whatever. I just didn't have them. I talked to them about this gorgeous shade and they both ordered it. So I just went and I ordered what they got from me through the party link through the website and just sent it straight to them. You just got to look at your shipping, what is most efficient for you. If you don't have it on hand, make the whole order if you can online. Then you don't have to do the restock and you just got to look at your shipping and see what works number wise that's best for you. The big thing that, home office is worried about is inventory loading. And that is when you are buying stuff that you are not intending to sell. This stuff, we're selling it. I'm selling what I'm ordering, I'm selling. So I don't feel bad about having an inventory, but again, you don't have to have inventory. So
yeah, for sure. And honestly, it's going to be whatever you like, whatever spot you're in. Cause like I have a lot of inventory as well. And I always have links open for my VIPs and stuff like that. But, sometimes I'll have, a hostess party with her own link, but then sometimes I'll just do it just like you do, where I put it all in one spot and get the most rewards from it. So there's really not a wrong way. Like I know that they push party links and that's more for the FTC's benefit to make sure that we are actually selling what we're buying.
Yeah.
But as long as you keep those records of that you are actually selling these products, then you'll be fine. I
don't know how anybody else does it, but I have a sales book and I have to have it in front of me and written down who bought what, and then I have to go back and check it off, because if I put it in my phone, I'll forget. So that's how I do it. I have like a sales book.
Yeah. So as long as you have some sort of record of who you sold it to, how you sold it, et cetera, then you're totally fine. Like they may reach out to you, compliance may, and they may ask you for that data. And if so, then no problem, just show it to them. Does home office frown upon you ordering on a hostess link or a launch party link? No, they don't. I think yeah, you just can't order from another stylist, but she does know that. So, so yeah, there's really there's no wrong way to do this. So wherever you're at in your business, if you have a ton of inventory, you can do it like she does. If you don't, you can just show what you do have, and, place orders, for those if you have them. If not, there's plenty of ways to get creative with how to do this. But yeah, I think that was all the questions. I mean, there was questions while you were talking, but that you ended up answering. So
Cool.
it was
Like
perfect
the whole time. So
yeah. So
I use this format for we do a 3-in-1, which is what the FDMs want us to do for our teams. And it is so much fun. We do mega parties this way. We've gone to more of the beauty social type when we do the mega parties with our teams where we're not actually selling items. We'll do trivia, tip and trick, but it's basically the same format. I do not prepare for any of my parties, like other than this is preparing for me, which is a lot of work for me personally, but that's it. And I will wear the same shirt for every party this week because nobody knows or cares. And I'm wearing my pajamas underneath that. I'm wearing sweatpants. So yeah, but we do that. And then I do launch parties. I help gals launch parties as well. If you've enrolled and you want to help her do a launch party and have her see how you're doing this and get comfortable with it as their very first thing, I only sell things that are current. And that new stylist is going to go purchase those sets or place the orders for her new clients. So the orders obviously don't come to me. They come to her in her first week.
I love it. It's great. This whole thing has been great. And we really appreciate you coming on and sharing this with us. Somebody did ask how you keep track of your inventory. For me personally, I have all of my inventory in YouMeWho. It's YouMeWho.com. And you can put, they have the catalog, the Color Street catalog in there already, and you just add whatever it is that you have and the quantity, and it's really simple.
I did hear that maybe home office was working on something like that for us, so they know about it.
Yes, they do know about it because they tried to tell us we couldn't use it.
And we said, no way, that's the only way I know what I have.
I know. So I just posted under Judy Bell's comment, the YouMeWho website. We are allowed to use YouMeWho after going back and forth with compliance. The only thing you're not allowed
it from there.
What's that? Yes.
They can't actually purchase it from there. Like once they do a triage, I don't even click like send an invoice or anything. I message them and say, these are the sets you claimed. What would you, and then we go from there.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, YouMeWho, you can't have them pay through they just claim your inventory and then you send an invoice however you do it. Like I automatically just send a Square invoice for what they chose. So I did put that in the comments. So just in case nobody or you haven't heard of it, but it's really nice. But yeah, so again, thank you, Kristen. Like everybody was saying that like your personality is contagious and
that's what you want in a party.
Yes, exactly.
When I go sit on my couch, you are not going to want to talk to me because I'm a cantankerous turd when I'm on my couch and I'm grouchy and I don't like people. But when I'm partying and I'm excited about Color Street, you need to be excited about it. So if you're not excited, they're not going to be excited.
Yeah. Find a way to get excited. Like I get it. Social anxiety is real. I 100% understand, but you got to just fake it till you make it, right?
And then like when you're doing the live, you can't see them. They can't, they can just see you. So you can just pretend like you're talking to the empty room that you were, and then just answer in the comments. Like I definitely social anxiety. I'm not like I'm super good with people. It just like sucks the life out of me. But partying, it's like, I'm in control of it. I have the screen. Nobody else is you know, like shouting things, if there's something in the comments I don't like, I can literally ignore it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And it's something that you do several times a week. So to you, it just seems like you're doing the same thing over and over, which you are, but
Mhm.
they don't know that. Like they don't
I do at
know that.
7:30 and 8:30. I have my Sundays I do at 7:30, 8:30, and then I pick another day. It used to be Thursdays, but now I work at the sale barn and I'm super tired on Thursdays. So that didn't work out. I was falling asleep during my parties. But I just pick a night and I try and get 6 to 8 of my own personal parties in a month. So I'll do that's only 4 days that I have to get dressed up.
And I actually looked at Kristen's sales today and she has almost $800 in sales the last time I looked, which was a few hours ago. No, that's good, girl. That's good.
So my goal for every month is 3,000 because of Glow All Out. It's so awesome. I love Glow All Out. But I have my list for restocking tomorrow because I just had parties and now I'm empty. But that's how the PV catches up with what you sell is when, it all evens out in the end. And if it doesn't, you're probably buying too many and you shouldn't.
Right, exactly. And yes, Patty, this is being recorded right now and it's being streamed, so it'll stay in the Dream Team. So thank you again so much. It was nice having you on here and some amazing, awesome info, and everybody just loves it. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys, have an amazing night. And we will see you later. Bye.